Alright, everybody, welcome back to another version of Workshop Wednesdays. We've got our longtime sub and supporter Sarverious dropping a replay of his team in threes. This is like their fifth game together that they're trying to work things out. It is a 3v3 Diamond 3. One of their players is Diamond 1, and then the other one is also Diamond 3. So let's take a look and see how to improve. Let me pull up my tool and also go to the right display, get you guys up on there. Also, Gabe, thank you again for the host. For those watching this on YouTube, we do these live every Wednesday on stream. So if you want to join us and see what it's like, come do so. Also, for some reason, I have two versions of Epic Pen open. Let's close that and do this. All right. See what we got. So you're already rotating back straight. Based upon what you should know from a kickoff, if you're the one leading it, you should have a teammate behind you and then another team going back to one of the corners. If you don't look to see where that is, why can't I Control Z, Control D? Why do my hotkeys not work? Hello? None of my hotkeys work to clear stuff. That's weird. Let's try this again. Epic Pen. There we go. It's probably because I opened up two copies. Anyway, so if you are taking the kickoff, there's two things to kind of maintain. Based upon the way the ball goes or where they're at, you want to rotate away from the play and have trust that your two teammates behind you are going to be able to move in and make a play as well. I assume if you went for the kickoff, this teammate probably went and took this corner boost. This teammate probably is going to swing this way. So you want to support this guy who took the corner boost. So make sure you rotate out wider. Because now, look, now you're in the way of your teammate. And I'm calling this stuff before I'm even seeing it, right? So now you're cut in front of your teammate who's in a position to make a play. You can get to that sooner. So you're eyeing this whole thing down. This teammate, I have no idea where he is. The big thing you could do is toggle off ball cam here and make sure you see if your teammate's here. If your teammate looks like he's going to approach it, or if you guys are in comms, let him know to go. If not, you need to get to that as quickly as possible. You have 60 boost with another 100 waiting for you as soon as you get there. All you're trying to do is beat this guy and try to bring it up and bring it downfield. Or if you're really comfortable, you can aerial and pinch it off the wall. But with him here, you need to make sure you get to it first, right? So in this circumstance, like with 60 boost, communication is obviously going to be important if you're playing with a team, but you need to turn off ball cam if you aren't aware and just be like, hey, are you going for it? If the answer's not, just call simple. I would say, hey, I got it. Cut across, use your boost to get there, pick up this boost so you're fully boosted and you're there first, and then win this. But like, you slowly ease in for some reason. Like, you have 60 boost, and getting these small boost pads, like, you should be boosting through this and getting to this as quickly as possible. But now he's beating you to it, and now you're going to have to try and make a block rather than him trying to make a block from you in high ground, because you should have been able to get to this ball when it's like up here. Good patience on it. I'm okay with that. Not bad. Your jumps on these clears are a little bit too light. And the part of the reason why is when you flip, it's a little bit too late. You're flipping after you hit the ball rather than into the ball. So when you move up into this, obviously you correct it after this, but you want to be going straight at it, right? And then when you jump, you want to make sure that you're flipping into the ball with your nose, not hitting it and then flipping. So to kind of show you an example, you hit it and then you jump, right? Oh, this is 2v2. It's not threes. Not a big deal. Yeah, it's 2v2. It's even hot. Good. You rotate away. You get a goal. Sick. Now, I don't know if it's because you saw the goal going in or not, but just as like a lesson per se. As soon as your teammate wins this challenge, which he's going to, you need to make sure you turn and support it. Based upon the way this ball goes, so like if this is the backboard and the ball, so he dunks it from here and it goes and hits here. If it goes this way, you want to go this way. And if it goes this way, you want to go this way. Because then you can be closer and you can rotate faster to the ball. But as soon as you see him win this, make sure you turn on it. You've got 40 boost. No needs to go all the way back. Now, if you just see that he's going to score, that's fine. Based on the way this ball is going, though, like if it was a backboard, it'd probably hit this way. So you'd want to rotate and go this way.
Lawler, shut up.
Another thing you can do in twos. There's multiple ways you can handle this kickoff. If you are ahead, most people will recommend go back and get boost. Don't feel like you have to half flip or anything. Literally just double back. Just hold down and jump twice, man, and boost with it. You'll get there just as fast. The only downfall is you can't, like, you know, roll out of it and keep your momentum going. But the other option, what some people do for this kickoff, is if they want to take advantage. If you have trust in your teammate who's going to come across like this, you can play it lightly and just settle behind him. And if it works out and he wins the kickoff, then you can go and take it, or you can go for boost. You want to make sure you close that gap as quickly as possible. You see him moving out of the play. It is your job to make sure that you get there so you can buy him time and deny this. You want to make sure you're challenging up here rather than back here. The benefit of challenging it close to their side is even if you do make a mistake, it gives more time for your teammate, as well as if you do win it, it's putting it back in their half. So, again, approaching really slow. You've got 2 boost pads here, so you got 24 boosts to work with. Feel free to use that to get closer and close the gap. Because, by the way, when he makes this touch, if he makes that touch and you're here, that's an easy challenge. It's going to pinch and put it in this area. It's a goal. So after this touch misses, not a big deal. You recover off, you go back down mid, you use your boost to get back. Another option too is because it is twos, you got to understand what the most like important threat is, right? So if this player comes in from this angle, very unlikely that they're going to get a score. This guy is who he's trying to pass to. So what you can do is as you're rotating back, if you just demo this guy's gone, his pass goes to nobody, and you have an easy way to make a save and clear it out, right? So the easiest way to play twos, if it's this blatant, is by just removing the first threat. So on your way back as you're rotating, you're not going to move or lose out on any extra boost. You're not putting yourself out of position. Like, you can literally just rotate as you're rotating back and demo this guy if it's an option. Luckily, he misses and his teammate's not there to follow it up. I like the idea. Trusting your teammate to go for that and actually hit it too. Play that across. That's scary. It's just a mechanical thing. You had the right idea though. So spacing on this one's a little bit weird. So this touch misses. His touch is going to determine everything, whether you should move downfield or not. If you can get around this and hit it far, it's great. But his touch is actually going to bounce this way. And if you're this far downfield, the chances of you guys getting punished is pretty great. So when he hits it like that, as soon as that touch goes this way, you need to make sure you turn and support it. I know it's better to be upfield for a pass, even with him challenging. But if this guy decides to stop and come back, you guys can get punished for it really heavily. Which it looks like you do try to do, so. Hard shot. Good. The other thing you can do this, so you've got a guy coming in to challenge. He's trying to block this. There's 2 ways you can play this. You can either smack it as hard as you want, try to put a placement here or here, which is fine. The other option that you can do is when you're going up for this approach, you can attack it really fast because it gets them to commit, but then break right before it. Because then it'll pop the ball up, and then this defender has literally nothing he can do. Guys, this is Diamond 3. He's diamond 3-2s. Don't feel like you have to hit that. So this player's expended all of his efforts. He's going to end up somewhere in this area. When you go up to meet this, if you just tap it light, don't jump into it. Just let it settle. The ball will pop down for you, and then you can take it and you can dribble it downfield. And now you've got to pass across for a shot. You can bring it into corner. You can take a shot yourself. Gives you a lot more options. By jumping into this, there's no one pressuring you because this guy's out of the play technically. He's got to rotate it back in. If you play this light, as long as he doesn't demo you, you're fine. But if you put power on this, unless your teammate can hit a crazy redirect, it's just giving possession back. So make sure you play it a little bit softer. You don't need to jump into it like that. If you just play it soft, come down the wall, dribble into it. You can play it back across. You can get a pass off. You know, whatever you want. Good patience on that touch. No need to force it. Bump him. Good. Oh, that's unlucky. That's unfortunate too. So this idea is great. So if you're gonna bump someone, do it with purpose. Okay. When you come in to bump this guy, as soon as you line it up, jump into him. Forward dodge into this bastard. Right. Jump into him with purpose, like air roll into or jump into it with your second dodge. This guy will go launching this way. It won't demo him, but it'll put him so far out of the play. It gives you and your teammate who's coming in so much time to score. Make sure you bump the hell out of this guy. Because you barely touch him, it allows him to actually make a touch on the ball, which makes it difficult. It should have been a free goal. And then your touch here is on accident. If you just break check this, you should have saw originally when you made this touch in the corner that your teammate was coming in. So do everything in your power not to touch this. Break it, move out of the way. Just let your teammate come in and score. So that should have been a goal. 100%. Good. See if you get this. 2 for 1. Nice.
Shut up.
This should be a goal. So a lot of your still says Peeps versus G2 above. My bad. Appreciate the heads up. So the reason why you don't win this is because your approach is super slow. So when you turn on this, look how long it takes for you to be moving at a faster speed. Right? Like, you don't start boosting until you're like, okay, now I can get it. But if you boost into it, like, the whole reason you put yourself in good position is so you can make a play. But you don't make that play for some reason until you're like 100% sure. If you just would commit to your decision, which, like, you turn around, right? Like, you cut your rotation, per se, to make sure that you could challenge and get the ball. So just commit to it. So, like, here. You see this play develop?
Lawler,
right?
Shut up.
You realize your teammate's going to try to win this, so you need to turn and be there for it. As soon as you turn for this, he doesn't have any control of this. Boost and go get it.
Well, he's going to be dropping you the knowledge. There's something to look at as well.
Like, look how long it's taking for you to boost.
Okay, yeah, kind of.
Still can get it, still can get it, still can get it, still can get it. And the only reason he beats you is, like, look at all this boost he's using as soon as he comes off the wall, right? Like, he's boosting from here. You could have been boosting from, like, if we're, like, drawing lines from, like, here. Even though you're coming from this angle, you'd have been able to boost all the way through and get this. 100%.
Shut up.
This is your ball to win. Fox, appreciate the love, man. Thanks for dropping us up. Feel free to do exclamation point workshop and submit a replay. I usually do 2 to 3 a week. We'll probably do 2 this week because we played a little bit earlier. And then I also do, like, pro players and all that kind of stuff too, like DreamHack and stuff. But the first is the Google Doc to submit a replay. The second is the playlist on which we export them to YouTube. So if you do miss it, you can still see your replays there. So the fact that you do get there and create a challenge is because you were in a good position and you were able to, you know, read the play. It's just if you do it faster, then you win that completely, and you make an easy circumstance where instead of them chasing it down on their half, they're having to defend their net. Try to never come to a standstill. As soon as you break here, you're killing all momentum. You're going to be the slowest to the ball every single time. It's better to back off and turn than it is to stop completely. So in circumstances like this, come in. If you, instead of stopping, if you're unaware of how this is going to develop, keep moving on that path and then turn. Keep going, turn. Keep going, turn. Keep going, turn. Until it gets to the point where you feel comfortable to challenge. Because anytime you do that, you're fine. Torvis, I didn't export yours to YouTube because you were in chat.
Lawler, shut up.
And I honestly just forgot to. But as soon as you stop there, notice how you can't get to the ball first. Rage is going to beat you to it. That should be a goal for them. Just kidding. They're both jumping and I don't know what they're doing. Okay. So good. You recognize that your teammate's there. You back off because aerialing that is bad. No, you don't back off. So the positioning that you're in right now is fine, right? I don't expect this ball to come flying out. I do expect it to probably go somewhere in here based on what I've seen so far from play. So going up on the wall predetermined is not a good idea. But as soon as you start turning in forwards and you see that ball go up, you either need to aerial forward immediately or just back off. No matter what you do here, it's a bad touch. Unless you can get up this wall fast, jump off, and then push it in, shit's not going to happen. So in this circumstance, it's better to just not make the mistake. As soon as you see that ball go up, just back off. All you're trying to do is make it so this guy has time to get back. So instead of going up, making a bad touch, having this play out and go this way, you could just drive back down and go away. Don't have to commit for it. Because this should be a goal. They just mess up again. Almost a pretty good shot there. So there's a prime example. Remember earlier in the replay how I talked about, like, as you're rotating back, if you just get rid of the biggest threat, it completely kills the play. This is a prime example. You're rotating back and you ended up landing on the guy, whether it was intentional or not. He's now completely removed. Rage has no pass, and now both you and Hot are in a place to make a save. So he plays this out. This is the time that you want to turn, right? So you kill this guy. This guy's completely out of play. You see Hot come in. As soon as you see that, rotate around and go downfield. You can even rotate with it if you want to give it support. So you can easily move around like this. But Hot's definitely going to win this. There's no way this touch is going to happen. Even if he passes it inside, you're in here to make the save. So on this, sometimes like this stuff is going to take you more time to understand. And as you play more, which is the generic answer for literally everything, the more you play, the more you're going to be able to read these circumstances. You're going to have a finer understanding of, is my player going to win or is he not going to win? Which will allow you to turn on this faster. So make mistakes and you almost punish him for it. Good bump. Really good bump. And they leave. Nice win, dude. Yeah. A lot of it's just a matter of making sure you don't stop, carry your momentum, and then understanding that there's certain challenges you don't have to go for. There's certain balls you don't have to go for. Fake challenges are amazing. They force the other person's hand without you having to commit, which is really good. So spacing-wise, positioning-wise, you're pretty good. For the most part, like you definitely have the means to do things better. It's just doing it faster. Like, keep doing what you're doing, just do it faster. You know, you put yourself in a good position. You just have to capitalize on that positioning that you're putting yourself in. Other than that, good replay, man. It's well done.